Welcome to Sake Boss, where I help you understand sake, pick sake that you like, and enjoy sake like a boss. For this sake review, we're going all out on a sake of legend. I heard about it 13 years ago and I'm finally trying it today. But I'm warning you, if you are prone to bouts of FOMO, jealousy, if you're a hater, don't watch this. Because you're gonna wish with every fiber of your being that you too were gonna taste what's in this bottle. So if you're new to Sake Boss, it's all about helping average people with no sake experience who can't speak Japanese to drink sake like a boss. So I do weekly sake reviews like this, where I try before you buy, and I also do sake education videos that don't suck. You'll learn something, but you won't want to die. I promise. Last thing to know is that this channel is about premium sake, and I know many of you have had sake bombs in your youth, or shamefully in your adulthood, but premium sake is not something that you want to drown with beer. Save that for your insecurities like everyone else. Okay, review time. Woo-wee. I'm hyped. I've been waiting over a decade to try this, and I'm finally gonna do it with you guys. Now I must confess, this bottle was not cheap. In fact, it's the most I've ever spent on a bottle of sake. And you can get great sake for less than half the price. So why would Sake Boss make it rain like Leo on a yacht for this? Well, it's a junmai daiginjo, the highest grade of sake, but that's not what makes it special. This one is a very rare type of sake to get outside of Japan. It's a very rare type of sake to get in Japan. Less than 1% of all sake is in this category. It's in a black bottle so that light doesn't penetrate and disrupt its perfect, delicate balance. This, my friends, is a highly sought after specialty junmai daiginjo sake named Divine Droplets. Divine Droplets is so unique because it was handmade with special care using an ancient pressing method called shizuku, which gives you the most delicious, exquisite, opulent sake possible. When you ferment sake, it looks a lot like mush because there are a lot of solid rice and yeast particles floating around in the tank. To get sake you'd want to drink, you have to separate the solid from the liquid through what's called pressing. There are 3 basic ways to do this, and shizuku gives you the purest sake imaginable. The mush is placed into mesh bags, and they are hung above a container, so the sake slowly drips just by the force of gravity. Drop by drop, only the best sake makes it through. Clean, expressive, aromatic, and intense. It's rare to find on the shelf because of how time-consuming, difficult, and expensive it is. But yet, I have Divine Droplets right in front of me, and I'm about to taste it, and it's about to be dope. Enough yakking, let's get to cracking. Let's go. So the first thing we do is check out how it looks. Really very clear. Check that out. So you'll notice this is just about crystal clear. What came from those bags in the shizuku press is just pristine. God damn. Next thing I do is swirl. And I just keep swirling until the aromatics stop developing. I'm getting tropical fruit, lychee, pineapple, jasmine, some green apple, tangerine, ripe banana. Now the moment I've been waiting for over 10 years, sippy time. Oh, yeah, man. Wow, that just keeps going. That is crisp, it is refreshing. It has a nice little bite to it. It's intense. It slides over your whole palate and gives you different flavors in each area. Juicy, ripe pineapple, pear, melon, peach, even guava. It's got like a minty finish. Lingers for a little bit, gently fades. Another layer hits you, then another layer. How the hell is this made of rice? I think Sake Boss needs another glass. It's just so silky and velvety. I feel like this is what Zeus would serve at Mount Olympus. Wow. This one gives it to you. And I think that's because of the shizuku press. Man, you can really tell how it just collects all the best and delivers. This is like if you took Victoria's Secret angels, not the ones that got discovered in Starbucks. I mean the ones that have been pampered their whole lives, like Gigi and Bella Hadid, bring them to a spa, hot stones, essential oils, massage, all that, and then let them relax in the hammock while the concentrated essence of hotness and money slowly drips, collects in the bottle. That is what's happening in Divine Droplets. All right, so I'll admit, I'm a little bit loose right now. Gotta be honest. That's just the truth. Sake boss always tells you the truth. So let me tell you more about this sake and how I discovered it. 13 years ago, I had plans to go to Japan. Here's a young sake boss on that very trip, taking himself very seriously. What up, Pimp Slice? While I was researching Hokkaido, one of the places I wanted to visit, I randomly came across a wine blog about a sake that was made in Hokkaido, and you guessed it, it was Divine Droplets. What I discovered was that they made Divine Droplets in a really strange location, to say the least. Let me explain. With Shizuku, the environment has to be very tightly controlled and super cold. Since they were in Hokkaido, the coldest part of Japan, instead of buying a big fridge, they built an igloo. Yeah, every year they would build an igloo for the sole purpose of brewing Divine Droplets. How mother gangster is that? Seriously, I love Japanese folks. The lengths they'll go for precision and perfection, unparalleled. But here comes the sad part. During that trip, I was not far away from that brewery in Hokkaido, and I could have tried to see the igloo, but I didn't. Unfortunately, what I didn't realize was I'd never get the chance again.
Climate change
has made it so warm that they can't build the igloo anymore. It melts. It got so hot that Divine Droplets was actually ruined. In the last few batches of the Igloo Divine Droplets, what made it to the bottle was not dope. So children gather around, here's a lesson. Don't act like tomorrow's promised. Ask for that promotion. Profess your love. Don't miss out on your sake igloo. So that inauspicious climate shift happened a number of years ago. The last batch they had of the Igloo Divine Droplets was in 2017 or 2018. So I bet you're wondering, that's a long time ago, sake boss. If you're not drinking the Divine Droplets from the Igloo, what the hell is this? Great question. Well, Divine Droplets needed a savior to take the baton and resurrect the once proud name of Divine Droplets. What I have next to me is the work of that hero. A hero who comes from a long line of sake makers from the 16th century. A lineage that hundreds of years ago made sake for the most famous samurai clan in all of Japan. That hero, my friends, is named Kenichiro Kojima. I know, this guy looks like an accountant with a sick Pokemon card collection, but he's a G. In fact, we're not calling my man Kenichiro, we're calling him Kenny G. When he was approached to pick up the mantle of Divine Droplets, he just manned up and did it. So look, I respect Kenny G. And his food pairing recommendation for Divine Droplets is ceviche. So yes, sir. Let's do it. Okay. Seamless, yo. Seamless. Oh, that smells so good. Let's be civilized. Can you see this? Peruvian ceviche. Shrimp, squid, fish, octopus, scallops, some Peruvian corn. First, wet the whistle. Get it right. Dig in. Smells good. Kenny G is on point. This already has a citrus element, so it's a natural fit for the ceviche. Man, oh my God. Wow. I'll be honest. When I heard Kenny G say ceviche, I was thinking, damn, is the junmai daiginjo gonna be okay going up against all that citrus flavor? Dude, together they form a balance that is just gorgeous. Because Divine Droplets, it's really got its own intensity here. Even though it's got this delicate complexity, it's still very expressive. Next time, I'm gonna have some nice salty chips. All right, I gotta stop eating. One more piece of shrimp. All right, we're done. How we looking? You're probably asking yourself, sake boss, why was Kenny G so confident he could pull off Divine Droplets? I mean, it's no easy feat, right? Luckily, I have some rare footage of Kenny G being interviewed for the position. Okay, Mr. Kojima, Divine Droplets requires amazing rice. Do you have amazing rice? Rice? Please. We got highly polished Yamagata Dewa Sansan rice, dog. Boom, check. Okay, that's very enthusiastic of you. But Divine Droplets needs cold temperatures. Do you have cold temperatures. Come on. Man, we get 18 feet of snow a year in Yamagata, pimpin'. It's cold. Very well. But do you have pristine water? Bruh, that 18 feet of snow melts into some of the world's best sake water, son. Splash. Please settle down, Mr. Gojima. I probably should have Googled how gangster you are before this interview. Last question. Thank God. Do you know how to shizuku? We invented shizuku. I am the LeBron James of shizuku. That's rare footage. So Kenneji's brewery didn't have an igloo, but it had all the right ingredients, and it was a match made in heaven. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this, and that you'll try Divine Droplets if you can. Links in the description. As always, please hook a brother up with the like button, show some love by subscribing. It makes a huge difference. And as always, if you sip something, sip sake.